this, you are approaching with the similar beginnings. The difference is you're gonna be handling landmarks inside of yours that they don't have to worry about. When they stop on the shape systems, just the design. We're gonna move into the landmarks. So, as you know, as I'm gonna block in everything on the figure, like we normally do, the gesture shape and our design. Now I'm blocking in the entire gesture first. I'm going right from gesture shape. I skipped over gesture. Gesture's like right there. That's the gesture. So it's not enough there because she's sitting. So this is more of a construction build, but I am plotting my line on the baseline. I did plot my ground line. My ground line and my balance line. That's what these are called, the ground line and the balance line. So then I'm gonna drop in, as you notice, this perspective for the barrel, the stool. So how tall is she, how big is she? Her head's too small, I gotta increase it. She has a lot more brain power than I'm giving her. And you notice I'm already blocking the head in before I start working out the round. I'm looking at landmarks now. I'm looking at landmarks of the ears, the nose, the breast, to the pectoral, to the lower abdominal area, to the deltoid, so in the clavicles. So her neck, that's a sternomastoid right here. That's very important. That one. Can you take a picture of that?
Oh wait, I thought I was filming it.
Oh, you're filming? Okay, great. So I don't have to worry about it. That's good. So I'm dropping in the clavicle area. That's my landmark 1. Popping that in. I'm pulling down for the neck. Cylinder shape. There's my 2. Is the cylinder shape. Now, because I already have my width for the body, I'm going to drop in a bit of a form shape for the egg of the rib cage. And she's tilting this way, so I'm gonna plop in some perspective for the pelvis. Block that in. I know back there there is a V, so I'm gonna pop it in anyway. And you should know back there that at the point of the navel that you see, pop, there's gonna be that V for the lower pubic symphysis. So I'm inside my gesture shape. So now I'm starting to construct. I'm going in the body. So that's number 3, is going inside the form. That's what I'm building out right now. Still hadn't gotten to something you don't already know. So let me get past this. I'm gonna hit the gesture shape of the arm. It comes around like this, and then the overlap. That's what I want you to see. There's a nice overlap for the gesture shape in here. That's fine, because I'm at the next phase anyway. Yeah. So there's an overlap where I'm going to start to build out the shape systems, which still we're not at all the landmarking yet. I'm landmarking now the trapezius area. There's a landmark. And here, I make that trapezius area here, and as you notice, at the area of the shoulders, I'm landmarking the clavicles and the wing and the scapula. They come together right up there, which they call that the chromium process. So let's pull out the leg in front. Get that shape to over. Here's a foreshortening, which you've all gone through. I have to make that ball shape. We're going to draw through for the leg in front of me. You got to block that off. You remember the blocking and the rounding of the form. So I can get underneath. Still haven't done exactly anything you haven't done before. Some of this is refreshers as you start to build back into the drawing. You notice how I'm making this leg shape. This is a foreshortened leg. So it's gonna be wider at the back, tight here in the front, but the foot's gonna really enlarge. But I'm keeping it simple. I'm not trying to put all the details and all the massive stuff in just yet. So this one comes down. Still keeping it as shape systems. Don't get caught up in details. I'm just making shape systems right now. Drawing through. Now her arm is up here. I'm not looking for all the lumps and bumps of the body. I'm still in shape system and design form. I'm going to curve the straight, simple shape, still not pulling out a lot of detail. Now let's deal with the landmarks on the pectoral area. Here, that's one, and another one is over here. That's two. Right below falls the breast, which will actually be form shapes that overlap like that. See the shape that pushes up? So then you end up getting that curve that you see. You don't draw the curve, you have to draw the actual landmark, which is the muscle group, the pectoral major, which is underneath. And as you know, anatomically, women have pectorals the same way we do, men do. They're there, they're underneath the breast. So you could actually draw that in if you need to give you a sense of the space, like the actual pectoral major and minor. But over it is the breast. So you draw that form shape and on top where you're actually showing the planar structure, how we grid out, you want to kind of show that there. Here's a landmark. The iliac crest is coming in. Here I go. Bam, right there. That's the one that's going all the way down and in front. So as you see, it pushes her external obliques out and over, then pulls out the gluteus medius right around there, like that. So, deltoid comes in, comes down. The deltoid. Deltoid over here comes in. These are the landmarks. Comes down. I'm not trying to draw her muscles. I'm just drawing the landmarks. Keep that nice organic gesture, overall gesture shape for the head. You see this? Kind of like soupy. Yeah, this movement. So you can get, I want you to really tug that head over. Don't worry about details of any kind. You're actually where you need to be at this point of the drawing. There isn't any need of trying to do the surface tones. We're not doing that just yet. This is just building out construction through and pulling out. I missed her hands over here. Sorry, y'all. It may have slightly shifted, I'm not sure. There we go, blocking in the front. See, I want to see the blocking again. There we go, basic hand. I gotta pull her arm down. I know it shifted a bit, so I'm just shifting the arm too, over and down. There we go, right there. Yeah, things, so as we begin to pull out the shapes, we're gonna keep them as shapes and not details. Now we're gonna go underneath the head. I'm blocking all the shapes, and you remember in the head drawing, the planes. So you're not trying to put any of the details in, you're just dropping in the fronts and side planes of everything. Making sure there is, and the landmarks are there. And notice when I do the hair, I'm not gonna put details in the hair, I'm just gonna make a shape for the hair. It's about it there, it's about it there. Hand, top, side of the hand, there. But it's the landmarks I'm concerned about. You see for the LMs in there. LM, there, LM. These are the areas I'm concerned about that you're pushing through. Now, there's landmarks even for the legs and the feet, and we're gonna get deeper into those. Right now, just draw them in as the cylinder shapes that they are. But the landmarks I'm concerned about are up here in the upper area of the body that you see. There is some major landmarks for the knee area. This one is coming out forward. Let me put the patella in. Where I square off the front right here for the patella landmark. This one, the patella is larger. It's further up in front. All right, we're good. Okay.
Is that it, or you want to?
No, that's it. Yeah. So these are your my areas of interest along the body. That's that clavicle that you have in there. All right, it's a good break. We're gonna break, and I'm gonna have an advance come after we come back.